Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all doing? Good, it's a nice, happy crowd. That's what I like to see. I'm not the happiest of people. In the last 3 years, I've become a slightly more unhappy person. I made a big mistake. 3 years ago, I lost 6 stone in weight. Now, you're not impressed? That's correct. That is the correct... No, you're correct. That is the correct response, because I'm a way more unhappy person now. I thought I'd be happier. I thought health equals happiness. Turns out that is not true. The happiest moments of my life were just me sat on the sofa in my pants laughing through a mouthful of cake. Way happier then. And I was a good fat man. I was a good one. Should never have given it up. I was a fun one. I wasn't like, oh God, I'm so sad, I'm so fat. I was a good fun one. I was a Hawaiian shirt at parties kind of fat man. I'm a more worried person now. I'm like, am I eating the right thing? Am I exercising enough? I went for a run the other day, I accidentally swallowed a fly. I had to Google how many calories is a fly. Weirdly, I feel like a fat guy who is now undercover as a thin person. I've been sort of sent in from the fat person community in to see what the thin people are doing, see what those crazy guys are up to, and then just feed the information back to the fat people. You've got to feed it back. Anything you feed back, they hoover it up. They absolutely love it. I love it. So I'm in there going, what are these guys up to? What are these thin guys doing? Well, that's interesting. One of them's got a packed lunch, and he's actually eating it at lunchtime. That is bizarre. He hasn't just made it in the morning and had it on the tube on the way to work. That's what discipline these people have. They're talking about something called leftovers? Leftovers. I've never heard of that. That's incredible. They're asking each other about their love lives. I have never seen that before. Because you won't know this if you've been thin all your life. You have never asked a fat person how their love life is. Because you are terrified that their answer is going to be so bleak, it'll ruin your fucking day. No one ever asked me how my love life was when I was fat. They were scared I was going to turn around and go, oh, I draw faces on melons to practice kissing. Why, donuts is my wife. Like I say, I lead a much more structured life now. I quite like that. I quite like the structure. I quite like the rules. That's what I enjoy. You know, I like rules. Now, it's a weird thing to say. What I quite enjoy are the rules in the general public. They're not necessarily written down anywhere, but everyone follows them anyway. If there's a lot of hustle and bustle on a busy street, a lot of people walking in one direction, a lot of people walking in another direction, you might bump into someone, they might bump into you. That's normal, it happens, it's no one's fault. But what you do in that situation is you create the blame, and then you share it. Sorry. It's nice, isn't it? There's no blame, but you create it. Sorry. It's nice, just a little social lubricant helps everyone get... Sorry, it's nice. What is genuinely infuriating is when one person takes the time to apologise, and that is always me, and then the other person does not apologise back, because then 100% you are legally to blame in that scenario. This happened to me the other day, and my reaction has made me realise what sort of person I've become. I bumped into someone, they bumped into me. Over my shoulder, I said, sorry, nothing from them. So I shouted back, apology retracted! A lot of men worried that they're turning into their fathers. I'm worried I've become my great-great-grandfather. There's something about following the rules that apparently makes you a coward. Don't know if you know this. Apparently you're a coward if you like following the rules, if you like sticking to the law. My friend actually called me a pussy the other day. He called me a pussy to my face because of this. Now, I agree with the sentiment. That's fine. Like, I am a coward. We've established that. But I don't think we should be using that word in that scenario. Because when you use that word in that scenario, what you are saying is I think you're so cowardly, I think you're so weak-willed, I think you are so oversensitive that I feel justified in comparing you to the vagina. Now that is very unfair on the vagina. There is nothing cowardly about that thing. That pushes humans out of it. That has to deal with decades of awkward men clumsily pouring away at it. Like a bear cub on a beehive. It's not cowardly, is it? Words I would use to describe that: hardy, rugged. It's the biological equivalent of a Timberland boot. And what do we use when we want to talk about bravery? What genitalia do we use? The balls. We say they've got balls. They've got big balls. They are covered in balls. I've made that one up. That is a phrase I have made up. But that's completely wrong, isn't it? We need to flip those definitions. Because I can only speak for my own balls, but they shy away from any sign of danger. Sometimes it doesn't even have to be a dangerous situation. It can just be a slightly cold bath. I think the temp's about ready for splashdown. The balls have got a very different idea. I'm headed down to the water's edge. They're just going, what the fuck does he think he's doing? I've got no idea. Just get the bag. Get the bag. Keep getting the bag. Right, really get that right now. Fold it. Start folding it. As many folds as you can manage. Really pack it in, sort of like a fleshy Venetian blind. It's really a sort of thick rubber consistency. That's what we're looking for. Riffle it. That's the word, riffle it. Like a skin croupier. Let's do it. Pack it in. Right, we're done. 3, 2, 1. But they don't stay up there, do they? 10 minutes later, they're out. Oh, wonder what's happening out here now. Better check that all's quiet on the Western Front. They never learn. They're like the robbers from Home Alone. In that one is a lot hairier than the other one. So we need to flip the definitions. We're going to do it tonight. We're going to do it tonight. After this show, we're going to flip the definitions. Here's how we're going to do it. So balls now means coward. You got balls, you're a coward. You got big balls, you're a big coward. You're covered in balls, still not a thing. That's still just something I've invented. Pussy now means someone who's been through a hard time and they've come out the other side unscathed. Soldiers returning from war. They're the new pussies. Here's how we're going to do it. After this show, we're all going to get on our Twitter accounts, #PussySoldiers. That's what we're going to put. I don't want you to explain it other than that. Just simply the tweet. No context. I just want #PussySoldiers. And we'll see how the British public react. And then tomorrow, we're all going to go down to where they're coming back from war, back at the docks. They're all coming back from off the big war ship. Aren't they on the bit? They're all on the ship. They're all coming back from the wars in the foreign lands where the wars are at the moment. Westeros, wherever it's happening. And we'll be waiting there going, welcome home, pussies! No, don't be angry, put your guns down. We've changed the meaning of the word since you've been away. Do you not get Twitter on HMS Bomb? Pussy, no, it's a different word now. We're prepared for you, a pussy parade. And no, that is not a poppy. Look closer. Guys, you've been absolutely lovely.